Shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, where I learned this truth from. Much respect to the brothers that are preaching and teaching the truth worldwide across the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and freedom for this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, the house of David, and the Akim and Aquath that might be listening to this lesson on today. This is your brother Abba Yabba, coming through with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And the title of my lesson is, There Will Be Famines. Now, famines consists of two types of famines that I'm speaking of today. And I'm going to give the definition of both. The first one is the extreme scarcity of food. The second is the absence of divine communication as a punishment that should come onto the people. And as we know in this truth, there are going to be two types of famine. Right now, we're already in the beginning stages of famine of food, as well as the famine of the word, because as the word is coming out in droves, we know that it's just like as the water pours, you know what I'm saying, out, and then it ceases. You know what I'm saying? So we got a multitude of brothers coming with a multitude of lessons at once, and full, and you know, it's plentiful, because it's about to be a cease and desist of the brothers being able, as well as myself, speaking on the word and the truth itself to those that are to receive and to be able to get it, because time is winding up. The grace period is about to be done, and we know that we don't have much time left here. This wicked place is going to be destroyed. The famine of food, everything is basically becoming artificial. You know, whether it be the bread, whether it be the meat, they're making food now. It's not coming from the cattle. It's not coming from the land. It's not coming from, you know, natural sources. It's coming from artificial sources. So we have to understand that sooner or later there will be no more food, real food. It'll be artificial food. And then what are we going to do then? You know, it's going to be a famine of the food, because like I said, you know, it's extreme scarcity of food. I mean, who wants to eat plastic? Who wants to eat anything artificial that's been man-made, you know? And when I say that, I mean, you know, like coming from artificial ingredients. So we have to have that understanding, have to come to the understanding that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is not playing right now. And we're in that mode, should be in that mode of thinking that the kingdom is near. And we don't have a lot of time to try to get things in order. It should already be in order. We should be preparing for the kingdom, and because everything is coming to fruition. The prophecies are popping off the page. Things that we're seeing right now, if we're being circumspect and using our discernment, we know that Yahweh Shai is coming soon. So without further ado, I'm going to go into my scriptures. And the first one, you know, and I'm not going to go in any particular order, and I'm going to, you know, kind of speak on what I'm talking about when I say, when I read the scriptures. But it's coming a time to where we have to really understand that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is not playing. And where we're at right now, we should know and have enough wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that we don't have much time. So without further ado, once again, I'm going to go into Job 5:20, and it reads, it says, "In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword." So this is for those who are the believers, who have the understanding that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has his elect, that he's going to save, from these famines that's going to come about, and World War III that's going to come about as well. And we have to know that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to cover us. He's going to protect us. He's going to provide for us a way of escape. He's going to deliver us from the hand of the enemy. But we have to do our part. So these famines are coming. It's going to be a time to where we're not going to have any food, and we're going to have to rely on Yahweh Shem Yahushua, not our own self, not our own strength, not our own, abilities, because it's not going to be anything. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is going to have to provide it for us. Even the protection when that time comes, and the deliverance when that time comes. Proverbs 107 and 34, once again, going to the famine of the food, it says, a fruitful land into barrenness for the wickedness of them that dwell therein. So it's going to come a time where this land that was fruitful, that was producing, is going to be barren. And it's, because of the evil, the wickedness, the corruption of those that are in power. We know who's in power. We know Esau is in power right now. So we cannot deny that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to, take care of this place. He's going to destroy this place, because it's no more, when I say goodness in it, meaning that those that are in power are allowing the goodness to come into fruition. Esau is constantly taken from the land, removing things, from the land that is necessary for it to grow in abundance, and in the way that Yahweh Shem Yahushua had planned for it to do. So therefore, he's going to destroy it. And Matthew 24 and 7, it reads, it says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. So we know these things are going to come into play, already into play. And we have to understand where our existence come into play in this. We can't deny that we're seeing these things happen, and we can't look over it. We can't just be like, okay, well, I'm going to do better tomorrow, or I'm going to take care of it tomorrow. We have to be on alert. We have to be on point right now in order for us to be in a position to where we're protected, that we're delivered from this situation, from this experience that is going to be experienced by the multitudes. Luke 21 and 11 is just another precept of that, and it says, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences and fearful sights and great signs shall be there from heaven. So it just reiterates the point. It's going to be earthquakes. It's going to, bring down buildings. It's going to, bring forth the destruction of the wicked and those that are corrupt, those that are not in this truth, those are not of the elect. There are going to be famines to where people are going to starve to death. There's going to be pestilences, things that's going to come about that's going to cause for diseases, that's going to cause for, sickness, fearful sights, people being mauled by animals, people being hurt, people being sick, and great signs. There's great signs, in the sky, whether it be the sun, the moon, the stars, the stars, and the clouds being, the chariots, sightings. It's going to be a multitude of things that's going to happen here right now, in the present day and in the days to come. Adoran Watazah, that we be able to see it to where we'll know that Yahushua is coming soon. And we have to have our mind stayed upon the kingdom. We have to have our mind stayed upon knowing that we don't have much time left. And we can also know that there's going to be a famine of the word. It's going to come about. It's going to come about here shortly. In Amos 8:11, it reads, it says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord." So that is plain, black and white. It's easy to understand that there's going to come a time to where the prophets, the brothers, we're not going to be able to teach anymore. You're going to have to get it how you live. And when I say that, I mean that what you've retained, what you've hidden, in your mind, to where already, the truth itself. That's what you're going to have to rely on. You're not going to be able to rely on anybody telling you anything anymore. You should be getting it while the getting is good, while, you're able to hear from the prophets because of what Yahweh Shem Yahushua has given them, and the brothers that are teaching, as well as myself, that are teaching this word. You have to get it while the getting is good, because once Yahweh Shem Yahushua stops it, once it's become a famine of the word, then there's going to be no more teaching. You have to already have it, or you won't be able to get it. In 2nd Esdras 5:1, it reads, it says, "Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of the truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith." So once again, that's basically reiterating that there's going to be a famine of the word. There's going to be a time to where, you're not going to be able to get it. It's not going to be to where you're going to get it like in abundance like you can right now. And like I said, the brothers, and I'm not going to be able to say this, like I want to, but it's an abundance of everyone that has the truth are able to teach it right now. But Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to put a cease and desist on that. And then what? If you don't have it and you're not able to get it, if you don't have it, then you won't be able to get it in that time when that cease and desist order comes. And you'll know it, because there will be no more street teaching. There will be no more YouTube. There will be no more wherever platform the brothers are using right now, as well as myself, to teach this word. You will see it. You will hear it no more. It will be gone away. And I'm going to go into this next scripture in Ezekiel. And it reads, it says, "Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. Then shall they seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the priest, and the counsel from the ancients. The king shall mourn, and the prince shall be clothed with destruction, and the land of the people of the land shall be troubled. I will do unto them after their way, and according to their deserts will I judge them, and they shall know that I am the Lord." So there's going to come a time to where chaos is going to be across the world, across the land. There's going to be things that's going to happen to where you're going to try to get someone to help you out, as far as the prophets, the brothers, anyone that is able to have the word right now and that are teaching the word right now. You're going to go to them, and it's not going to happen. They will not be, I will not be teaching at that point in time. It's going to be a famine of the word, and you're not going to be able to even, ask any questions or seek wise counsel or any type of thing at that moment in time. It's going to be over. Everyone, except for the elect, will be helpless, And, you'll see people, fearful, in that time. You'll see people dying in that time, and destruction is going to be everywhere. And you'll see people get what they truly deserve at that moment in time, whether it be deliverance or destruction. It's going to be one or the other. And that's when you'll know the word that has been spoken, the true word, the prophetic word, the truth itself, it was no lie. And everything that you hold dear as according to this world and the carnality of it, it's not going to be able to help you. And you're going to be destroyed if you don't have this truth. So the main thing that should be learned in this lesson, that there are going to be famine of the word. There's going to be famine of food. But will you be amongst that number of the remnant that has been totally, focused and totally receiving of this word and doing the things that are required of you by Yahweh Shem Yahushua and being in order and having a balance and truly taking this seriously? Or are you going to be of that number that will be destroyed, that are not of the elect? It's time out for the foolishness. It's time out for the faking. It's time out for those that are not truly on fire for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because it's about to be over. It's about to be the destruction of this place, of this kingdom, so-called kingdom, and those that are in rulership will be destroyed as well. And those that are of the elect will be gathered up from the four corners of the earth, and Yahushua is going to lay waste to this place and gather up his brothers and sisters that are truly, sincerely doing the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So with that being said, as a conclusion of my lesson, I pray that all that were listening were edified. And as always, I give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bukakadash. And until my next lesson, Shalom.